Hello, my name is Gary Berwick. Thank you for taking the time today to watch my Kinesiology 486 final project. Today I'll be demonstrating how to properly administer a skin fold measurements test. Who I'll be testing today is Kyle Davis. Kyle Davis is a former collegiate athlete, is a current strength and conditioning coach, fitness enthusiast, and business owner. The test that we will be conducting throughout his entire battery will be a VO2 max, 1 rep max bench press, YMCA sub-maximal bench press test, Canadian forward flexion, and the skin fold measurements we will demonstrate today. The equipment we'll be using today is a tape measure and skin fold calipers. To make sure that the skin fold calipers are properly calibrated, you will use a piece similar to this here. When calibrating the machine, it should go in increments of 10. So the first one here should read 10, second read 20, 30, 40, and 50. And thus you can see that our skin fold calipers are properly calibrated for this test. Hi, you must be Kyle. Gary Berwick, nice to meet you. I'm going to be administering your skin fold measurements test today. You go ahead and take a seat for me. So before we begin the test, I'd like to go over the informed consent and procedures of the test. We'll go over a health history questionnaire, and at that point in time, we'll then get into the test. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So today I'll be performing a skin fold measurement test, which is a form of anthropometry. The purpose of this test is to find your calculated body density using a calculation and the sum of skin fold measurements from 7 sites. The 7 sites we test will be your chest, triceps, back, varying positions on your abdomen, and your thigh. The density calculation will then be used with the Seary equation to calculate your body fat percentage. Okay. During the test, you can expect to feel some discomfort as I will be pinching skin folds on your body. As I said, there will be some slight discomfort, and you may expect to see some bruising potentially in the next couple days. Responsibilities for you during this test, I'd just like to make sure that you properly disclose any information that may be pertinent to this test in your health history questionnaire. And by properly executing your role, we can ensure that we don't have to do any kind of follow-up test, and we can finish it here today. Okay. Any information that's gathered today will be confidential and will be used by me only and only disclosed with your permission. Does that sound good? Okay. If you can go ahead, look over the informed consent form and sign for me. Okay, looks good. And so now I'm going to go ahead and have you take a few moments and fill out a health history questionnaire for me, okay? Okay, Kyle, thank you for finishing up that health history questionnaire for me. Do you have any further questions regarding the informed consent or the HHQ form?
I do not.
Okay, so at this time we're going to go ahead and we're going to take your weight, okay? So go ahead, come with me. Okay, Kyle. So I just go ahead and like you to go ahead and step on the scale for me. I'm 3.6. That is measured in pounds. You can go ahead and step off. Thank you. We'll go ahead and step back to the desk. Okay, Kyle, so now I'm going to go ahead and mark the areas I will be testing. First thing I'm going to do is here in the chest, okay? So I'm going to be measuring from your anterior axillary line down to your nipple, and I'm going to be measuring right in the middle of that distance. And this is going to be a diagonal fold that we will measure. Okay, the next area that we're going to mark is going to be on your tricep. So we're going to mark it on the posterior midline of your tricep, and we're going to be measuring from the acromion down to the olecranon process. For this, it can be sometimes difficult to check. Can I go ahead and have you bend your arm? So get to the end of that process. You can go ahead and relax. And this is going to be a vertical fold that we pinch. Next area we're going to mark is your subscapularis, okay? The mark is going to be 1 to 2 centimeters below the inferior angle of your scapula. So I'm going to palpate a little bit here to find the inferior angle. Down. And this is also going to be another diagonal fold. Next area we're going to mark is the mid-axillary line. So I'm going to take your arm, place it here on my shoulder. I'm going to be marking down here on the mid-axillary line, lined up with your xiphoid process. Okay, so I'm going to palpate. and this is going to be a vertical fold. Next area we're going to mark is your suprailiac. This is going to be a diagonal fold that follows the natural curve of your iliac crest, and we're going to do it in line with the anterior axillary line. So I'm going to palpate here to find that mark. Okay. Next area we're going to mark is your abdomen. All right. This mark is going to be 2 centimeters to the right of your umbilicus. It's going to be a vertical fold. Okay. The final area to be marked is going to be your thigh. So it's going to be midway down your thigh, on the midline, in between the proximal border of your patella and the inguinal crest. Okay. So to find that inguinal fold, we're going to have you go ahead and bend your leg up, palpate for it. It's there. You go ahead and relax your leg. Go ahead and hold these up for me. And this will also be a vertical fold. As you notice, all these sites are on the right side of your body, and that is the standard for any participant doing this test. So every measurement we take today will be on the right side of your body. Okay, Kyle, so now we're going to go through and actually use the skin fold caliper to measure the thickness of the skin folds in these 7 sites. So when I measure it, there will be some slight discomfort. Okay, I'll be pinching about 1/4 inch above each mark, and I'll be pulling the skin fold away from the muscle. I'll be placing the caliper on and allowing a few seconds for the tissue to settle. We'll run through all 7 sites one time to give the tissue time to relax. We'll go through a second time. If all measurements are within 2 millimeters of each other, we will take the average and get the calculation for your body density. If there are any that are more than 2 millimeters, then we'll do a third attempt. Sound good? Okay, so the first one we're going to do here, we're going to take your chest. Measurement is 10 millimeters. All right, Kyle, the next site that I'm going to measure here is your tricep. Okay, so I'm going to pinch you now. There may be some discomfort. The measurement is 12 millimeters. Kyle, the next site we're going to test is your subscapularis. So again, I'm going to pinch. This is a diagonal fold. There will be some discomfort, okay? There we go. The measure is 8 millimeters. Okay, the next one we're going to do is your mid-axillary here. So go ahead and place your arm on my shoulder. All right. I'm going to go ahead and pinch. The measurement is 8 millimeters. On the next spot we're going to measure is suprailiac. This will be a diagonal fold. All right. There will be some discomfort. Measure is 19 millimeters. Next site we're going to test is your abdomen. This is going to be a vertical fold. So I'm going to go ahead and pinch here. The measure is 23. Right. And the next site, final site, we're going to do your thigh. Okay, so you go ahead and put your hands or shorts up for me. All right. And this is going to be a vertical fold. Measure is 10 millimeters. Okay, Kyle. So we went through all the sites one time. Your tissue has had a chance to recover. We're going to go through and we're going to run through each site one more time. Okay? That's good. So I averaged out the results from both of your testing and got the sum, which came out to 90 millimeters, which is the sum of your 7 sites. I inputted that along with your age, which is 30 years old, into this formula here provided by ACSM, 7-site formula, and your body density came out to 1.07. As mentioned earlier, we're gonna plug that into the Curie equation, and once I did that, your body fat percentage came out to be 12.6. This puts your fat mass at 24.39 pounds and your lean body mass at 169.21 pounds. At 12.6% body fat, you are in the 85th percentile for your age group, which is excellent. So very good results there. Congratulations. All right. Do you have any further questions?
I do not. Thank you.
All right, this concludes your test. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks, Gary.